There was once a boy who had very poor eyesight, so bad that he was legally blind. He could only make out general shadowy shapes and figures, and that was with his glasses on. Without them, he was totally blind. He had an innate sense of hearing, and to help move around, he would make a loud series of three clicks with his tongue, much like a bat using echolocation. He was a kind, quiet boy who kept to himself, but due to this strange noise he made and his eyesight, he was subject to bullying. In fact, there were three bullies in particular who loved to harass him in his small hometown. One would steal his glasses away and throw it back and forth to the other bullies, all the while chanting, "I have got your glasses," and throw it whenever he got close to any of them. The bullies especially thought it was funny when he attempted to move quickly towards them because he would be frantically clicking to guide himself to them. Teachers would sometimes catch the bullies in the act and stop it, but it was only a temporary fix. This started in late elementary school and continued on, especially bad in middle school. And anyone who's been in middle school knows how especially cruel boys can be at that time. Even more unnerving about the bullying was that it was always by the same punk kids. Multiple attempts were made to stifle the bullies' taunts and ruckus, but the parents of the bullies simply didn't care, which explained why the children were the way they were to begin with. And since they never physically hurt the boy, there was only so much they could do. One especially bad day, the blind boy, as the bullies were apt to call him, ended up knocking his own glasses down a sewer drain when he made an especially brazen attempt to swipe the glasses out of a bully's hand. His heart sank when he heard the clank of the glasses striking the metal siding and falling into the sewer below. "Nice try, blind boy. Good luck finding them," the bully jeered, and the others joined in on the laughter. The boy typically walked home by himself as he was very independent. On this day, a school teacher attempted to give him a ride, taking pity on him after witnessing the horrid affair with his glasses. The boy declined in anger, as he was very proud of his independence despite his impairment, and his pride had already suffered enough that day. On his way home, he found that he actually relied on his glasses more than he realized. He ended up getting confused and found himself eventually moving in circles. Finally, all he could do was wait for a car to help him on this lowly day. Soon he heard 10 cars passing, but no one was stopping for him. It was now getting late, and he didn't know where he was. His mother, who deeply loved him, was out of town, and his father was a drunkard who barely knew where he was half the time. There was no help as far as he knew. When the next car came, his fate was sealed. He tried to move closer to road so they couldn't possibly miss him, but he misjudged and moved too quickly and too late. He was struck by the car and died half hours later. His mother was devastated along with the whole community, and the bullies, with no remorse or compassion, were only let down because they didn't have him to pick on anymore. But their cruelty, which they had no shortage of, eventually led to a demise all their own. Within the next month, all three bullies each were found dead. One was killed alongside the road on his way home. Another was found laying down in his bedroom at home. The third was in the bathroom at school during lunch. The three horrifying similarities were that all three were found with a pair of glasses jammed into their eyes, their hand outstretched as if clawing away an unknown assailant, their faces frozen in horrified expressions, and a scowl of blood on the nearby wall, reading, "I finally found my glasses." Other accounts have been whispered throughout the years, and some are more speculated than others, but none truly proven as urban legend go. They say that if you pick on someone less fortunate than you, especially those who are visually handicapped, and if you take their glasses from them, the next time you are alone, the last thing you'll hear before you die is a series of three loud clicks.